Clear Quartz is a natural pianist, featuring the ability to vibrate and translate all energy and frequencies of the human body and spirit. Clear Quartz is piezoelectric in manner, allowing your spiritual energy to be in harmony and synthesized through it. Your personal knowledge can be enriched by vibrating with the vibrations in Clear Quartz and all of its manifestations. All energy centers of your body lighten up and are in chorus with Clear Quartz. The grand concerto and symphonies of your spiritual self perform with all the keys strung from the Clear Quartz body energy center piano. Welcome to Crystal Meditation, and I'm your host, Peter Achimi, doing a little discourse today on Clear Quartz. Clear Quartz is the third gemstone that I bought back in 1988. And when I walked into Crystal Castle, which is in the foothills of Byron Bay, Mullumbimby, I wanted to buy the whole store, but I couldn't do it. So the first one I bought was Sodalite, the second one was Gold Topaz, and the third one is Clear Quartz. Clear Quartz, I brought an example here today of Clear Quartz. That's a piece of Clear Quartz here. And basically it's piezoelectric. We use that as scientists to say, well, something that when you press down on a piece of Clear Quartz, it gives off electrical current. Our bodies are made of electricity. We know that. If you get too much heat, our bodies evacuate and our spiritual travels away. Anything greater than 16 kilowatts a square meter of heat, you know, when you're too close to a fire, you can't, because your spirit energy, the electrical energy of your body, will want to go. Our bodies are made of a nervous system with, neurons, synapses, electrical energy as well. There's an invisible life force, fluid energy that flows up and down your body and around and through, that becomes and is a part of ourselves. So somehow with this type of entity, which is a crystal, which is Clear Quartz, you've got an interaction of the human body and the human spirit with a gemstone, with a crystalline gemstone. Now the opposite to crystalline is amorphous. Amorphous means random. So volcanic rock, obsidian, for example, is amorphous. And what it is a glass that basically has silicon dioxide in a tetrahedron shape, and it's non-crystalline, which means that each atom will not fit into the next place in a ordered manner. It's amorphous, it's all over the place, so you can't really vibrate to it because it confuses your body, it confuses your system. But when you have something like Clear Quartz, which we're quite lucky to have, basically you've got a crystalline system, silicon dioxide, which is similar to diamond. Diamond is carbon in a tetrahedron fashion going through a triclinic crystal system. Clear Quartz will do the same. Silicon dioxide, and Clear Quartz is not always, a straight piece with a termination at the end. Clear Quartz can be tumbled and round. Rutile quartz in there, chlorophyll in there, got all sorts of manifestations, all sorts of different things that can go on with Clear Quartz. So, it's one of those crystalline systems that vibrates with your human body. It interacts with the invisible energy of your body. Give you an example. You've got a top on, it's wool, you feel wool. If you've got a top on, it's cotton, you would feel cotton, no cotton. If you've got a nylon top on or something spandex or leather, you'd feel nylon, spandex or leather. So whatever's on your body physically, with the energy around your body, all of that sort of stuff, you actually know and aware of it, you feel it, you can, have an awareness of it. So gemstones, when they feature along the center line of your body, particularly because this is where a lot of our energy flows, down our center, not just outside our arms, through our arms, outside our legs, through our legs, but it all comes back to the navel, and the navel up and down through the body, through energy centers of the body. So, when you put gemstones on there, you'll have an awareness of the gemstones that are on your body, what they're vibrating to. And if you're really good, which takes a little bit of practice, like I've sort of started with Sodalite and then Gold Topaz, Clear Quartz, what you can do is you can still your mind, sink in. You need like at least 20 minutes to get in properly and then come out properly. Then, basically stilling the energy and being with the vibrations of the gemstone along the center line of your body, it will have some personal effect. Now, if you want to repair a fault or you want to fix something that's in your person, because a lot of us are evolving beings, we're growing through the life, being better humans as we are throughout the life, because that's really what the value in human experience is relationships and laughter and gregariousness and being able to create and travel and do all sorts of stuff. So, being better at it as you go through the life is important. And our evolution is a part of it. So, if you want to fix something that's with your personal day-to-day issues and problems, you could be a little bit upset with the world, you could not like the world, you might close your heart off, you might be just a little bit numb, I don't know. I come to a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems with the human being, putting conditions on moments before they arrive, drugs, alcohol, smoking, mischievousness, doing wrong to people, doing wrong to yourself, that sort of thing, too many, there's all these evils out there. I don't want to go through them, but, you've got problems that sit inside us, each family, each member. Well, we all are learning from each other, but so if you want to fix these sorts of problems, if you want to actively go about making a better person out of yourself, then you need some sort of toolbox. And the toolbox that we have is nature's own toolbox. So you've got nourishment, of course, you've got exercise, joining clubs, being part of social groups, sports, trying to be better to yourself, with yourself. And then also you've got meditation. Meditation is a form of knowledge, knowing, understanding, being. And then if you put these gemstones along different parts of your body and you vibrate with them, then there's ways of being able to heal yourself or to overcome some of the issues that you have as a person, so that you can try better when you open your eyes and you're walking around and doing the things that you're doing. Crystals are a toolbox for your healing of yourself and for your enlightenment of yourself, for the building of the betterment of yourself. So you've got crown area that's above your head, which is all about inspirational knowledge, knowing, not knowing, the moment that has arrived, the before it has arrived, the non to the double to the jewel to the two sides of the hemisphere of the brain. You've got mental self, you've got two sides of the thorax, right, with the throat going into the heart center. This is the upper self here, heart, energy, spiritual awareness, heart area. It's just so important, you should know it. And then you've got your, manifestation, your energy center of your body, the bottom base, root chakra, lower self. And somehow your hands can go from high to low. They can hold both things. So your hands are really important as well, as far as an energy center, knowing, light, manipulative, energy, body stuff. So it probably won't suit most of us in the YouTube world that are stuck on the screen and just doing this on the mental and being fed. You need value. You want value from your life. Take your whole body into account, and then you can use and work with yourself through the proprietary of yourself or the business of the day. Moments that tick along, tick tock, things that you have, that you feel, that you know, relationships with people. It all goes forward. So you can use gemstones as a part of the toolbox. So Clear Quartz, as I've got here, is a vibratory system. And this vibratory system interacts with the invisible life force of your body, with the invisible energy of your body. You've got, like with this one here, you've got what they call keystones, where your fingers can jump in and do stuff, right? And you can, do this with it. Geez, I had a better one before, but I lost the voice, and now I'm a little bit rushed, and I don't want to go past 12 minutes. But you can, have a feeling of this thing through your hands, like this, quite readily, if you really want to know. And then this is through termination through yourself, and the fingers will fit into the keyhole. A lot of the times that you're doing, record keeping and reading and stuff like that, you need to be able to shut off the TV, you need to be shut off the radio, close the door, you need to keep quiet. Now, when you interact with your body's own energy, and I've got a light force source here coming through there and into my eyes, and it's monochromatic really. It's just a single LED light. You want full spectrum, and natural light's the best, and evening light's even better if you really want to know all of it. But it goes through the gemstone and into your eyes and into your own personal nervous system as well. And these things are attuned so that you can learn for yourself what's going on to help you with your own proprietary self, with your own business of the day, with your own healing, with your own learning, with your own knowledge, with your own expansion. So, this piece here, I'm kind of lucky. It's a bit of a blank in some ways because it hasn't been impregnated or hasn't been, triangulated by anyone or anything. It hasn't got any chloride phantoms or, little triangles inside or wisps or any of that crazy stuff. This is a bit of a blank, this one. But it's got a 737 almost right through to a window at the back. And if you keep quiet and you interact with these things, you can learn and read through them. It's not hard. You have to use your own personal self. I'll give you a quick example. There's a universe inside you on the YouTube that I've been watching, and recently we've got some guy talk about keys of Eno, the spirit pyramids, little 14 centimeter shafts that go up from the Queen's chamber, and they put the little robot in, they drill the hole, and they went in. He thinks there's going to be the 300 books all behind these closed doors. Now you tell me why 12,000 years ago high order beings who levitated 2.5 ton stones of limestone put it in such a wonderful geometric fashion for our own seeding of consciousness on this planet. Why would you put papyrus books in there? It wouldn't make sense. It'd be gemstones, it'd be crystals like this, and even then crystals wouldn't exist in there because they'd just be taken away for betterment. But they're coming back into our hands. We can use them, we can learn from them. They're record keepers, they are ways of being able to interact. Because if you've got a book and you've got a book in multiple languages or a single language, you have to be focused on that language to read it. And if you try to read Cyrillic, let alone English, you see how difficult and hard it can be. These things are universal in language because they interact with your own spiritual being. And because they capture the energy of the time when they crystallized, because they've been through hands in maybe space sources and come through reality to us, and they bend and morph and warp in different color sizes, because they're not from the earth, they're from somewhere else. You've got a record keeper, you've got a library, you've got a way of being able to know, to interact with. And you think, what am I going to get? It's all about your knowledge, your enlightenment, your building of the spiritual self so that you become a better person. It's all about you interacting with it so that you can learn from yourself through your dream state or through your energy or through your awareness or through your knowledge program, or whatever it is that you got going. These things in clear quartz are super. And I'm going to go through the different manifestations of clear quartz. This one I think would be called a generator or a wand or a cathedral library, because you look along the side and you've got nice little styrations here. It's like a record, and they make the LP records, the jack pressings, those sorts of things. So, this is what this can be. It's all about you interacting with it, knowing your heart, knowing yourself, knowing your relationship with the universe, having a better value for it, being a better person, healing yourself. And then from time to time you can actually have a little play and have a little bit of fun with these things as well, and use them as laser wands so that you can help the ley lines of your body establish themselves through energy, so you get more path through the top to the bottom, that sort of thing. So laser wand healing is part of it. My name's Peter Achimi. This is Clear Quartz Crystal Meditation channel.